Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Universal You. Today, we will be discussing the Genesis pattern. I feel like this is quite a sacred topic, so today we shall have incense going. Awesome. Okay, here we go. What I'm about to tell you serves as a visualization to illustrate the notion that the universe is one conscious mind. This is a technique that the ancient mystery schools employed, and at really the highest level. Let's begin. I'm going to attempt to describe this as best as I can. I'll put up as many visuals as are necessary and relevant. There are other sources in which you can acquire this information, which I shall refer to at the end of this video. All right. So firstly, you're going to visualize a horizontal line and then a vertical line and then another vertical line. All right. Going out in pretty much all directions and then connecting to form a sort of diamond shape, right? With 4 vertices on its side. Then that diamond shape is pushed into itself to give you the star tetrahedron. What's interesting about the star tetrahedron is that you can spin it at each point and it gives you a perfect sphere. Yes? The interesting thing about the sphere is that it illustrates that it is always now, and that ultimately time does not exist. All right. And once you have that sphere, you can move it to form sort of 2 spheres that give you kind of the vesica Pisces. And that sphere can then multiply out 6 times to give you the seed of life, the Genesis pattern. These motions have within them quite a bit of information. First of all, let's start with the sphere. The sphere can contain each platonic solid. And when we start getting into discussion of the chakra correspondences, you'll see how immensely significant this is to you. So now understand that this pattern continues out to form the flower of life and then tree of life. Although I thought that it's particularly relevant to what we've been discussing to mention that this somewhat geometrical motion occurs during cellular meiosis. When you are conceived, this motion happens. And I believe that this is irrefutable proof that the universe exists within you, and subsequently that the universe is one conscious mind, and that all minds are individualized expressions of that one conscious mind. Really just quite a lot of profound insight to be gained from quantum physics. I mean sacred geometry. And quantum physics too. Anyway, this is the Genesis pattern, and I do believe that it's very interesting that the root word gene, as in genetics, is found in the term Genesis. It's almost like this truth has been there all along, just waiting for humanity to be ready to receive it. All right. Thank you for watching. That serves as a really great visualization. Interesting thing about the star tetrahedron, which forms that initial sphere and really illustrates unity consciousness quite well, is that it corresponds with the heart chakra, which is where your toroidal field emanates from. This is profound knowledge, and it will come into a lot more clarity when I start talking about these star child light codes. I was going to leave this visualization for somewhere near the end of this series, but I realized that it is imperative to the discussion of the chakra correspondences, which we'll be having in the next video. Basically, each chakra corresponds with the platonic solid and various other aspects of being. Thank you for watching. I hope that you found this insightful. I certainly did. As always, love yourselves. I realized that I have to mention the sources that I said I would mention. Let's start with, if you go into The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Volume 1, there's a very intricate explanation of the Genesis pattern in there. I know that there's this channel called Spirit Science, where the Genesis pattern is made pretty clear in terms of the first few motions of consciousness. What I find particularly interesting is Nassim Harameyn's work in the isotropic vector matrix, which he devised as a means for producing, well, you'll have to see that first. I'd suggest looking up isotropic vector matrix and harmonic flux resonator in that regard, but keep in mind that once your Macambo is activated, that light speed travel is innate to your very being. In fact, I'd go so far to say as faster than light speed travel is innate to your very being. All right, thank you for watching. As always, love yourselves.